don't even know why I came in here in the first place. Oh yeah, let me see what Bobshow has for his new Guestsheaux thing.
Your Guestsheaux assignment for this next month, should you choose to accept it, is any of the Land Before Time movies that I did for Land Before Time month last year.
Intriguing indeed. I accept your challenge, Bob. Which Land Before Time movie do I talk about? I know which one.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. Now it's alright and it's okay, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand the New York Times of their torment. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking, people staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. I keep giving you the fire. I'm gonna heat it up.
Greetings, my fellow dino diggers and Littlefoot lovers alike. I'm Brandon, the Bambiman, and welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. What can be said about Don Bluth? I mean, the man has become quite a legend in the world of animation, being the creator of such film classics as An American Tail, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and one of my personal favorite films of all time, The Secret of Frickin' Nim.
Mrs. Jonathan Brisby.
But possibly the most popular motion picture in his entire filmography is The Land Before Time. One of the most heartwarming stories about friendship, the movie tells the story of a long-necked named Littlefoot, who loses his mother and must travel on his own to the place where his dinosaur brethren are migrating towards the Great Valley. On the way, he befriends several other little dino kids, as together they must team up in order to battle the elements of nature. It's a movie chock full of emotion, suspense, gorgeous animation, and, for lack of a better word, wonder. You know what's not so wondrous? The fact that now this heartwarming tale has the largest amount of sequels this side of the mysterious beyond. I mean, it's downright comical how many movies there are in the Land Before Time series. There are so many, in fact, that I haven't seen them all. I've seen only a mere handful of sequels in full, and have only seen bits and pieces of the ones I've yet to see in their entirety, but rather than dwell on that fact, I'm going to take a look at the Land Before Time sequel that I remembered watching the most growing up, for some reason. The Stone of Cold Fire, the 7th installment in the ever-growing franchise this side of Ice Age. However, rather than doing a full-length review like I've been doing with the Alpha and Omega movies, I'm gonna take a quick peek at this film in a more analytical format. Besides, Kaluna, Sam in the Dark, and Bobshow have already touched upon this film better than I could in a fuller format, so why not try something different? I thought so. This is The Stone of Cold Fire. The film's plot is as such. Littlefoot sees a glowing rock, a stone of cold fire, if you will, soaring through the sky, and yet no one believes him. Therefore, he tries to convince his friends to help him search for the stone, which may be a bit of trouble considering how one of his friends, Petrie, has an uncle named Tyranno back in town with his own buddies. He may be wanting to obtain the stone's glowing power in order to become the controller of the dinos of the Great Valley. Also, there is talk of aliens. Yeah. And I thought magical dinos in a modern-day forest were cockamamie enough. And that's the first big problem I have with this movie. The plot has great concepts, don't get me wrong, but the execution is a smidge convoluted. Nowhere near as awful as something like Dino Digs. Yes, captions, I know, keep your vowel letters on! The thing is, the idea of dinosaurs discussing the possibility of another realm beyond theirs is something I can actually kind of get behind. Trouble is, Land Before Time has nothing to do with space, despite the fact that it opens in space in several of the sequels for some reason. Why do they do that? So it makes no sense to do this kind of story in the world that this movie takes place. Really, it's not so much that it mocks the idea of other universes being somewhere out there, it's more that with the market it's aiming for, it's clear that it's not even willing to go towards the big questions involving the subject. At least that's what it feels like to me. But the topic of extra beings in the outer verses isn't the only plot element here. The other main plot is Petrie's downright fanboyism for his Uncle Toronto. It's your typical, I blindly follow this person even though they're gonna turn out to be bad plotline. Except Petrie is way too eager to go with whatever Toronto does, it seems.
Sometimes he uses his words to fool you.
No, you're wrong.
I think Toronto is trouble, and so are those other flyers he was with.
Me in trouble, 'cause my friend's acting like stink bugs.
Okay, there's fanaticism, and then there's just being a downright enabler.
We got us a little spy.
Where's she going?
Wherever your uncle and the other flyers are taking her.
You're wrong. Toronto never do.
No, Petrie. It's true. It is Toronto.
No.
See? Also, Toronto really isn't that villainous when you get down to it. It's explained in the movie that he's simply a guy who wanted to lead his people during migration time, but an accident caused him to become doubtful of his own leadership skills, and soon enough he left the herd. Now he wants control again to try to make up for his mistakes of the past, as it were, and you can clearly see he has a clear and understandable character motivation.
Yes.
And I shall take my rightful place as leader of the herd, and I will rule over the most beautiful, fertile land in the world. What are you doing? Let her go.
Make up your mind, Toronto. You're the one who said the others won't stop us so long as we got the brat.
Well, yes, I did say that, but,
The other characters really don't need to be looked upon, in my opinion. They're kind of standard tropes you'd see in movies like this, from doubters to dreamers to brats to stuck-ups to whatever you'd classify Ducky and Spike as. Adorable? I don't know. Now let's take a quick look at the music to end things off. Now, basically it boils down to the songs being actually decent.
There's so much more to everything than anyone supposes.
2.
Or knock you in a puddle. It is not that they mean to be mean. No, no.
Not so much. Although, fun fact, did you guys know that one of the ladies who helped to write the songs for this movie, Amanda McBroom, helped to write songs for the Balto sequels? Small world, I guess. Wonder if it's as small as Kate Hump's brain size. Thanks for that. Bottom line, The Land Before Time 7, The Stone of Cold Fire is a nicely animated movie with a convoluted story, mediocre music, and bland, mostly stock characters that fails to live up to the great masterpiece it's named after. Though I'll give credit where it's due that it could have been so much worse. Wolfburbia, you'll have your day yet! Oh, shut up, you lovable cowpoke! Until next time, I'm Brandon, the Bambiman, saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you at the movies and around the mysterious beyond. I guess. What is it with you? What do you? I told you to lay off the crunchies.
Out where the wonders are the rarest, past the edge of dawn.
Hey guys, if you like what you saw, be sure to click that little like button down below, comment down below on your thoughts on the video, or the topic in said video. Leave a request for anything you'd like to see me cover in the future, and if you'd like to keep up with my future videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you all in the future. Peace out!